All right, I also got this dehumidifier right over here that the brand sent me over a little bit ago to check out and test out. Now, I've actually been very impressed with this one, I will say. There's just a couple things that you should know before purchasing. One, I was curious at how compact this was, just because it does cover up to 2,800 square feet. I'm like, okay, it's small, but is it mighty? Definitely is. So we keep this in our basement. This is great, especially in the summertime, removing humidity from the air, but this is compact enough where you could actually bring this into an RV and a camper, and it will not take up a lot of space while removing humidity. There's a couple different ways to use it. I do want to get into the top, but first show you these wheels, which are so smooth. So I know a lot of times we've had big, bulky dehumidifiers that just take up, one, a lot of space, and then when you have to move it throughout the house or the room, to pick it up, it weighs a ton. You can actually just move it on the wheels, which makes it really convenient. Now, getting to the top of the device, it's actually really simple to operate also. Just gonna go ahead, press the power button. I do wanna go through the different modes. So the first mode that it's on is actually the sleep mode. So it'll get nice and quiet. It'll turn off the screen also. So I like that one, especially if you do want it more on the quiet side. As you go through, you will see the auto mode. So this locks at 45 to 55% humidity. Going through again, this lets you control which humidity level you would like it on. So you can move it up with that button, or you can move it down. It moves in increments of 5, as you can see. Press it one more time and you get continuous mode. So if you just want it continuously running, you can just lock it on that mode and you are good to go. Now moving to the top of the actual device, you can even control the fan speed. And on that point, I just want to say, not only is this thing small and mighty, but it is not nearly as loud as other dehumidifiers that I've used in the past. I'm just gonna stop talking for just a moment. This is the first setting. It's almost just like a light hum. It actually sounds kind of relaxing. Press it again and you will be able to put it on the higher setting. Again, just a little bit louder, but still not that loud, especially if you do have this in an attic, you have this in a bedroom. Even at night, this will not be disruptive, but it does have the nighttime mode on here. Going up to the top, it actually has a timer too, which goes in hour increments. So again, use the same buttons that we use to set the humidity level. It goes up in increments of 1 hour all the way up to 24 hours. So if you only want it running for a little bit of time, maybe you just want it running at night or you just want it running during the daytime, you can actually adjust it to do that as well. Now I'm gonna turn it off for just a moment. I do wanna bring you to the back right over here. This actually has a pre-filter, which is so easy to clean. You actually don't technically need to replace this whole piece. You can just run this underwater and you are good to go. Then once you're done, it's nice and clean. Pop it back in here and you're set. This is great, especially if you're putting this in an area with large particles, like in the basement, or if you are putting this just somewhere where there's dust, big clumps that you don't want in the actual device that could mess it up a little bit. So it's nice to have that there. Now, this little opening is actually for the tube. Now, there's actually two different ways to use this. You actually have about a 0.5 gallon tank right here at the bottom. So what you do is when this fills up, it'll stop running, replace it, dump the water out, put it right back in, and you are good to go. But if you have this in an area where you do want it to go out via a tube, you have it linked to the outside or some sort of sump pump, you can actually put it right in here. It does come with the device that you can easily stop or start it with. So there's two different ways to actually use it. So if you do want to have it on that continuous mode, you have it in the basement, you have a sump pump, you have a link to some sort of outdoor space or some sort of sink, you can attach it that way also, which I really like. But cleaning it on this setting is so easy. As you just saw, you basically just pop out this tank, empty it, and then close it, and you are good to go. But I will say this one just overall is super durable. It does use industrial grade components, including copper tubes. It does have a dual ball bearing motor, humidity sealed PCB, and it also comes with a warranty too, which is just kind of nice to know as well. Plus it is energy efficient also, which is just an added benefit, the icing on top of the cake, I will say. But this is for anybody if you are looking for a strong yet compact dehumidifier, basement, laundry room, bedroom, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a camper, an RV. This thing is quiet, lets you customize depending on where it is, how you want it to run, time of year. I know for us, summertime, it's humid here. Wintertime, it is not. So we don't need as much of the dehumidifying as we do in the winter as we do in the summer. So I love being able to adjust it. And you also don't need to break the bank either. Go ahead, check this one out.